Hi, welcome to Maths Again today. It's Tuesday, so what we're going to be doing today is yesterday I looked at money with you and I gave you a little bit of a sneak peek of today about making your shop. So you can find all these pictures on the website, but you can just use the price tags or write your own and then use some of your own toys that you'd like to as well for your own toy shop. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be pretending to come into the shop, buying something, giving them the right amount of money, and then leaving with the toy. Now the only problem is there's only one of me. As you can see, Barney keeps poking his little head up, but he's not very good with money. So I'm going to have to pretend to be the shopkeeper and the person buying something. So I come into the shop. Before we do that though, shall we just remember what coins we had? So we had this one here, which looks like this. That one is a 1p. So remember, 1 penny, or 1p. So 1p. Right, we also had this one. It says 2 pence. So let's have a look. It's that bigger one, but still like a bronze colour. 2 pence. So this says pence. Pence. My turn. Pence. Fantastic. Pence. And 2 pence is made up of 2 pennies. And that's what this word is. This word says pennies. My turn. Pennies. Pennies. Well done. So we have got pence, pennies, penny, as in 1 pence is 1 penny, and p, which means pence. Okay, so we've got those words that you might hear me using, and we know what coins we're going to be using. What was this one? Shout out, what was this one? It got a 2 on it. What's it called? Yep, a 2 pence. And we've got this one, a penny. Well done. And then we also might use this little tiny silver one. Okay, this one has got the word 5 pence on it, so that was worth 5 pennies. So those are the ones we might use today. Okay, so I've got all my money in my little tray, as you can see. And it might be good if you keep your money in a tray when you're doing this, because then you can see all the different coins. Right, so I go into the shop and I'd say to the shop man or lady, the shopkeeper, I'd say, could I buy the, pick what I'd like, could I buy the crocodile car, please? And then the shopkeeper would say, yes, of course you can, that is 5p, 5 pennies. And then they'll go like this. And you've got to give them the right amount of money. So 5p, let's find my 5p. Here it is. So the crocodile is 5p, 5 pennies. So this is how I need to do it. So I've got my 5 pennies. Right, let's tilt that there. So I've got my 5p. I need to pay 5p. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one way I could pay it, and the shopkeeper would say, thank you very much, and I could take my toy away. So that's one way. 1, add 1, add 1, add 1, add 1 is 5. But I bet you could do another way, because what happens if I did this? If I used a 2p, 2, and then a 1, that'd make 2 add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 2, 3, 4, 5 is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's one way of making it. Because that equals 5p. This is another way, which equals 5p. Shall we see if we can find another way? So I've used all pennies. I've used 1 2p and 3 1p's. What about if I did a 2p and a 2p? So that's 2, 3, 4p. 4p, one more makes 5p. There is another way. So that is another way of making 5p. And then, do you remember we said about a special coin that was worth 5? There, that also is the same. So this makes 5p. So I found 4 different ways that I could pay the shop person. Right, that's my 5p one. Right, let's go back to the shop. Right, what would I like? Let's have a look. Right, I've got some money. I think I would like to buy the monkey with a drum. Now here's the monkey with the drum, and I can see it's got 8. I'm gonna 8. What does that read? How do I say 8? 8p. Fantastic. What? 8 pennies. So let's have a look. Here's my 8p. Let's find. There it is. 8p. 8 pennies. So I'm going to put my 8 pennies on the table, and let's see now if we can make that amount. So let's think. What is the first way we could do it? So I could use 8 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pennies makes 8p. There we go. That's my first way. 8p. I think I'm going to try and use 2p's this time. So there's a 2p, so that's 2. If I add another 2, if I tap it, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, 8. So a 2p, add a 2p, add a 2p, add a 2p. That also makes 8p. There's another way. And when I was in the shop, the shopkeeper would say, that's 8p please, and then I would count out my 2p's into his hand, and he would say, thank you very much, and you'd be able to have your toy.